Alright YouTubers, here is my greenhouse. This thing is it's about 2.5 years in the making now. This is an aquaponics greenhouse for you guys that don't know what an aquaponics system is. You've probably seen my other videos. They're not good, I'll admit to that. But this system has adapted a lot since then, so I'll show you the journey and how it got to this point. I've got barrels. Basically, I had a lot of time on my hands and I figured out this aquaponics thing, and this thing has been awesome. Special fun project, especially for me and my family. But basically there's 8 tanks, and I've linked them together to make 4 larger tanks. I used to have 8 individual bell siphons. That was a pain to deal with because then you got 8 bell siphons that are trying to fire off, and anyway, it was a pain. So I got rid of half of them, plugged them, and made the 2 tanks into one. So that's what I've got now. Now the goal here, I'm going to update this YouTube page and show you the growth in this thing every month. It's August 8th, 2015. We just barely planted, me and my kids just barely planted this thing. Kind of show you the drainage system. Now, this is an idea, not pretty, but I got from a guy on YouTube named Donald Porta. Donald, you're a stallion when it comes to showing people how to do things a better way. I'm sure you've probably pulled things from other people as well, but if you go to Donald Porta's YouTube channel, he is an awesome guy to explain things better than me, for sure. Go to his YouTube channel and subscribe, because he is absolutely awesome when it comes to explaining his projects, aquaponics and so forth. And anyway, this thing is, like I said, if you've seen my earlier videos, I am horrible. Basically, I'm really good at trying out things, not the best at learning things, but now I think I've got the system down. So I've got right here, I've got my half IBC tote, which is also where my pump is, and I've got basically that's my sump system. Everything comes out of there. I've just barely planted all these beds, and I just added a little bit of iron to the system. And I'll explain how this all works. So all the beds go into there. That's the drain for all the beds. And then I've got the pump that goes up there, and it goes several different ways. One, it goes into this grow tank, which I added baby fish to kind of clean up the sides of the algae. So I've got a bunch of algae eaters in there. And then right here, on top of the sump tank, was the other half of the IBC tote. And this right here is my duckweed bin. My fish eat duckweed, and I've got some babies in there right now, but and I've got my swirl filter right there. Little guy, but it works great for my system. Credit where credit is due. Backyard Farm Guy is the one that came up with that, and I use that from his system. And then I've got another one. I fed all my bigger fish are all in here. My grower fish are all in here. I just fed them duckweed. They do good, and that's that. Doubt you can see them right now, but because it's really dark. Anyway, just want to show you my system, not the fish. This guy up here is a solar trial and error. This one I kind of came up with on my own. As you can tell, the plexiglass didn't last too long because it's really hot here, but it worked awesome while it was sealed. Now, this thing is to heat your water in the wintertime when it's cold, keeps the water warm, and basically how it works is, you probably figured that out, gets hot inside there, runs through those little pipes, and lots of pipes create more basically hotter water, and then you got an inlet and an outlet, and then that goes into one of the tanks here. I'm not using it right now because it's summer, but in the wintertime I average 10 degrees warmer, so kind of gives you an idea. Anyway, so that's my system, and then I've done this insulation here to block out so I don't get any algae growth on the sides of my IBC tanks. and that's worked really good, and it helps with the heat and cooling. Anyway, guys, please subscribe. This is a journey that I'd love for you guys to be on with me. Like I said, it's a family project, but I'm going to update this once a month and show you guys how cool this system is and how fast it grows. I started all over because I was riddled with tomato worms, big green tomato worms. Killed every single one of my tomatoes. I'll put a picture on there, but gives you an idea how fast the system can. I went away for a couple weeks and they killed everything almost. So anyway, you kind of have to babysit a little bit, but not too bad. But here's my greenhouse. Small, definitely, but just so everybody is aware, I've built 5 of these systems, and if you guys are interested, I'm going to post videos of every single one of these projects. One being at an elementary school with aquaponics, geothermal, solar, and a bunch of other cool features that we did at that greenhouse. But if you're interested, like I said, subscribe, come on my journey with me, and I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much.